Hello guys, welcome back to Path of Nostalgia. In this installment we're looking at Cubeez. 3D CGI animated TV show that ran between 1999 and 2001 on GMTV, or I think ITV actually at the time. Yeah, this is again another low point of talk about this in terms of Path of Nostalgia. Obviously this was talked about early on when I did the 26 TV shows that I see on home video, and this is one of them. Very low the list, very sort of bottom of the barrel. This was, well, along with a few others really, but this was one of them. Follows the adventure of three cubes. Obviously, there's I can't really tell. I can tell you there's colours, of course. There's a pink one, there's an orange, there's a yellow, and there's a blue. I mean, and the orange one's got red glasses on. So there we go. Takes place is just in a weird, colourful world. CGI era, and they're like problem solvers. Like it's like an educational show that deals with different things, like again, certain things like learning directions, like if they get lost in a maze, whatever, or they learn about musical instruments, and or random stuff really, because they open their heads and just they open their heads like boxes, and just basically just do problem solving really. That's what the main thing is with Cubeez. But it is by no means the best educational show ever. Never really is. I mean, you probably think of it like, I've heard of this show, I've heard of this, and I'm the same thing as well. I'm the same person as well, because I first knew about it on home video back in the day, very early 2000s, I think, because it's probably deal with musical instruments. I'm not entirely sure. I think so actually, because they go to like a weird hall or citadel or something like that with musical instruments, and they go up like a key, like a piano stairwell. Apparently, I probably need to try that down actually. Maybe. I think so actually. I don't know. My brain's tossing and turning with that one. I don't, unless I saw it on TV when it's broadcast. I don't know with that. Who knows with that? But I do remember them really, and not for the best, because it's quite heavily dated in a way. It's very of its time. I mean, you can think of stuff like Jellykins as well, if people know that, Or I've just known about it for a while, well, for a number of years, because Rick Mail was part of some do with Jellykins, of course. Did the voice, and maybe did the theme song as well, bizarrely. But this one, yeah. But in terms of voice actors for Cubeez, of course, we have Keith Wickham, of course. You've also got Mark Silk as well in this, and quite a few people, and someone who, what's her name, Teresa Gallagher, actually went on. I think some of these people worked on different bits and pieces of projects, different shows around the 90s, also in 2000, still work today, because for what I know, Keith Wickham is the voice of, is actually what was part of the CGI era of Thompson Friends, I think, doing a few of the voices. I think same with Teresa Gallagher as well. Actually doing some research about these voice actors who think, so they were so they've done multiple shows and jumped on this one, of course, before it turned to 2D animation, of course, this year, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but I don't know much about it really. Otherwise it's like bizarreness. I think what sprung it came from Headphones UK's unintentionally scary kids TV shows, and this was part of it. Actually, I think of the second video he did of that subject, because he did the first one a couple of years ago, then he did another one a couple of years ago as well. So it's like, oh yeah, and you sort of look at it and think, geez, obviously there's obviously something. Some people probably spring to mind. You think, they think of like that face money bank you put coins in, like it noms on pennies or whatever. Some people probably don't think of that. When they think of Cubeez, something like that. It's like, but it's never been a show that I've never been really fond of, really. You know, there are those instant classics, of course, and there's some shows that you saw introduced that you think you probably enjoyed them as once as a kid, like you've seen them only once, but you look back at them, you think, yeah, that's not really a show that I really like watching. Really, in terms of design and everything else, it's just like I just don't really see the point of it. Nothing else to say, really, but if you do like Cubeez, just good for you very much. But for me, I'd probably say it's one of the worst shows I've ever seen, actually. And even reviewing on Path Nostalgia, there's been plenty of great shows. You know, you have to show us some terrible ones at some point, really. You know, other than reboots. Talk about reboots. Ugh. You know. But there we go. Thank you guys for watching. As always, see you for the next video, and I'll see you later.